Hello, everyone. Before Trump, contrary to the ignorant people in the print and broadcast media, this is a documented preview of vote and political campaign frauds committed by the left. Following voter registration fraud is just one example of other vote, absentee ballot, and political campaign frauds involving offices, government buildings, jails, bail bondsmen, bogus nonprofits, churches, foreign consulates, and vacant lots. Research and investigator contributors David Fowler, Janice Allen, Rick Fenton, Raul Almason, retired attorney. This is Al Graf's voter registration. He actually lived in Marin County, San Mateo County, but he operated out of his office, which was across the street from the San Francisco County Jail, where he really belonged. This is Al Graf's office at night. This is the San Francisco County Jail, where there was voter registration going on, which was illegal, and we witnessed some of the attempts to get people to register. Political campaign, voter fraud. What happened in the Kennedy-Nixon 1960 campaign in Illinois? The players were Joseph Kennedy, John Kennedy's rich father, Sam Giancana, mafia chieftain, and Chicago's mayor, Richard Daly Sr. This was their TV debate with John Kennedy and Richard Nixon. They were both U.S. Navy veterans from World War II. This was the first presidential campaign debate. Joseph Kennedy, the founding father and political fixer and mafia connection, among other things. This is the seal of Cook County, where a lot of vote fraud went on in northern Illinois. This is the headquarters of Chicago's City Hall, where Mayor Daly held court. He was the head of the Democratic Party. He supported John Kennedy, a fellow Catholic, and reluctantly Lyndon Johnson. President Eisenhower told Nixon he should challenge the results, but Nixon declined. Otto Kerner, a Democrat, was elected governor of Illinois. Later, LBJ appointed him a federal appellate court judgeship. Kerner was later indicted, tried, and convicted of public corruption during his term as governor of Illinois. The FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover declined to investigate the 1960 vote fraud. Hoover left it to his nominal boss, Attorney General Robert Kennedy. We don't know what's in Hoover's hands as a result of the vote fraud. This is a pensive Robert Kennedy, the younger brother of John Kennedy. Marina Towers was the first ward controlled by the mafia, also where mafia financial genius, political and judicial fixer, the Camel lived. Murray the Camel Humphrey was the financial genius for the mafia in Illinois and actually throughout the country. He was called the Camel because he liked camel overcoats. Chicago's Marina Tower was featured in the 1968 mafia financial theft that ended up in San Francisco. That 1968 movie starred the late Steve McQueen. Sam Giancana was the head of the mafia in the Midwest. He helped get the votes that got John Kennedy elected. Of course, these were fraudulent votes. Joe Kennedy worked with the mafia, and he was the founding father of the Kennedy clan. Very controversial man. Seymour Hersh was a famed author, lived in Chicago, and he wrote about the Kennedy and the camp lot and all the corruption and the scandals. The Dark Side of Camelot, that was his book. Mike Royko, another real journalist, he wrote many times about political corruption and vote fraud in Cook County. He died in 1997. I last talked to him at the 1984 Democratic Convention. Part 2 is Assassination Fallout, the Political Karma, and it was researched by Peter Verzola, who was a student in a musical organization which was connected in Cook County. Democratic politician Sheriff Frank Sain had a thing called his posse, and I was a member of it.